Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Stephanie Walker, and I am very proud to be the principal at Goshen High School. This is totally off script. I was talking with several of you before we came out here today, and I tell you that every single graduation I get extremely, extremely emotional. And today is not any different. When I look out at all of you, you were the first class that started with me when I was a new principal at Goshen High School, and we did this together. So I couldn't be more proud to be your principal tonight. So congratulations to all of you. I'd like to start by pulling up Edith Castillo-Perez, who will start this evening's festivities by giving tonight's invocation. Edith plans on attending the University of Cincinnati next fall, studying law and paralegal studies. Edith is the daughter of Ilga Perez and Oel Castillo.
I will be praying this evening in English and then repeating in Spanish. Please stay silent until the end. Estaré orando esta noche en inglés y luego repitiendo en español. Por favor, quédense en silencio hasta el final. Please close your eyes and bow out your heads. Por favor, cierren sus ojos y agachen sus cabezas. Dear Lord, thank you for this day and the opportunity to be here to celebrate our accomplishments that have only been possible because of you. Thank you for guiding us through the maze that high school has been. I want to thank you for our staff, teachers, and guidance counselors, and our principal for putting in the work for us and always pushing us to be better and become bigger. Thank you for our parents, aunts and uncles, grandparents, and families who have sacrificed themselves to improve our futures. I want to pray for each individual that makes up the class of 2022. Lord, only you know the trials and tribulations that each of us has had to face. I pray that you keep each and every one of us safe as we make our mark in the world. I pray that you influence us and shape us to become better and better people. I pray that we don't take for granted the blessings you have given us. And coming from the class of 2022, I think I can confidently say that we will eternally be grateful for the sacrifices that those around us have had to make in order for us to be here today. We love you, and in Jesus' name I pray, amen. Querido Señor, gracias por este día y la oportunidad de estar aquí para celebrar nuestros logros que solo han sido posibles gracias a ti. Gracias por guiarnos a través del laberinto que ha sido la escuela secundaria. Quiero agradecerle por nuestro personal, nuestros maestros, consejeros y nuestra directora, por trabajar por nosotros y siempre empujarnos a ser mejores y ser más grandes. Gracias a los padres, tías y tíos, abuelos y familiares que se han sacrificado para mejorar nuestro futuro. Quiero orar por cada individuo que conforma la clase de 2022. Señor, solo tú conoces las pruebas y tribulaciones que cada uno de nosotros tuvo que enfrentar. Oro que nos mantengas a cada uno de nosotros a salvo mientras dejamos nuestra huella en el mundo. Ora que tú nos influyas y nos formes para convertirnos en mejores personas, y ruego que no nos demos por sentadas las bendiciones que nos has dado. Viniendo de la clase de 2022, creo que puedo decir con confianza que estaremos eternamente agradecidos por los sacrificios que quienes nos rodean han tenido que hacer para que estemos aquí hoy. Te amamos y en el nombre de Jesús oramos. Amén.
To the Board of Education, distinguished guests, family and friends, and to the 251 members of the Goshen High School class of 2022, welcome to the 129th graduation ceremony. Today is a celebration of excellence for each graduate, as this day represents 13 years of hard work. For many of you, parents, grandparents, family, and friends, this day also represents your endless worries, your prayers, and your dreams for your family. I ask that everyone in the audience be respectful of each senior and honor this occasion with the respect that it deserves. We want this ceremony to be remembered with pride. Graduation from high school is achieved through effort and dedication. Our Goshen students take academic success to unprecedented heights as the class of 2022 has been offered, get this figure, $6.2 million in scholarships. Of those students, 65 will be attending a 4-year college or university, 26 students will be attending a 2-year college or university, and 11 will be immediately attending a trade or vocational school. Our students have excelled in building career readiness and marketability skills as 8 students obtained paid apprenticeships. Additionally, 40-plus internships were obtained, and the class of 2022 completed 217 industry credentials. In addition, the class of 2022 took, again, big numbers, I like data, I know my superintendent back there does as well. They took 861 college courses, resulting in over 2,300 college credit hours. That is some impressive work. Success at graduation is certainly a group effort. On behalf of the class of 2022, we'd like to recognize the staff members and administration of Mar Cook, Spalding Elementary, and Goshen Middle School. For any of you of those schools that are in attendance, please stand now and be recognized. Our Goshen High School staff members share a very special bond with our students as well. They are mentors, they provide guidance, a compassionate ear, and, at times, a tad bit of tough love. I'm sure none of you have ever gotten that. I'd like to recognize the members of the Goshen High School academic community present here today who have contributed to our seniors' achievements. Please stand to be recognized. As you know, tradition is important at Goshen High School, and tonight is no different. At the end of the graduation ceremony, the staff will line the walkout to formally bid one last goodbye to each of you. Parents, I ask that you meet your graduate outside in front of the building after the ceremony is over to allow us for our final farewell walk. We have some business to do now. I need to introduce the distinguished guests who are participating in today's ceremony, who've made an impact on the graduating class of 2022. Please hold your applause, and please stand when recognized. There are several, so it will take a moment. Mr. John Bentine, Mrs. Julie Casey, Mrs. Deborah Gray, Mr. Bill Herrera, Mrs. Melissa Paprocki, board members. Mr. Darrell Edwards, superintendent. Mr. Brian Bailey, Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Teresa Scherzinger, Curriculum Director, Mr. Todd Schinkel, Treasurer, Mr. Tom Turner, Director of Special Education, Mr. Mark Slagle is running around with a camera, he is the Director of Technology, Mr. Mark Edwards, Director of College and Career Readiness, Ms. Ashley Kozlowski, she is our Oaks representative, Ms. Randy Isaacs, Assistant Principal, Ms. Marilyn Meyer, Director of Ascend Academy, Mrs. Carrie Mance and Mrs. Kelly Royal, Guidance Counselors, and Ms. Shannon Hill and Mrs. Gloria Settlemeyer are our class sponsors. Thank you. Each year, we have a select number of young men and women commit themselves to serving our great nation in one of the branches of the United States military. I ask that all members of the class of 2022 who will enter the armed forces upon graduation to please stand at this time, yes. And then before you clap, we do have one other student that I'd like to recognize, which is Grant Lewis, who is not here tonight because he left for boot camp last week. So let's give all of them a round of applause. You guys, keep standing, keep standing. In addition, would the members of the audience who are currently served or have served in the military please stand to be recognized at this time as well? Okay, kids, let me be one of the first to say thank you in advance for your service. So I'm a mom, and I can't go through without recognizing all of you. Being a parent is one of the hardest jobs that there is. If you're a parent of a senior, please stand and be recognized for your unwavering support and dedication. And at this time, your kids are celebrating you. So I have a treat. Our first musical performance this evening is Nothing Without You from the Theory of Relativity by Bartram Hill and performed by Goshen High School's Chamber Choir and directed by Mrs. Jennifer Hansford. So at this time, I would like to present and recognize the class of 2022's valedictorian, Mark Mason. He is the son of Cindy and Rocky Mason. Mark will be attending Northern Kentucky University, this is fitting somehow, and pursuing a degree in statistics. Mark will now present his valedictorian address to the class of 2022.
Guess I better get to it. All right. Hello, class of 2022. Before I begin, I'd first like to thank the many people who have helped me reach this stage today. Thank you to my family for being a solid rock of support no matter what I do. It's unbelievably comforting to feel unconditional love in life's poor conditions. Thank you to the staff here at GHS for guiding me, and thanks to my friends and work family for keeping me sane. As we enter into new realms, our class of 2022 must come to understand that we now hold important responsibilities. We're the next generation which has inherited a multitude of serious worldly problems. When discussing the future, we often use optimism to imagine ideal circumstances or almost impossible feats, but realism is needed to tackle current problems in our world. Many fixate on colonizing Mars or inhabiting new planets as the next objective of mankind, but they cannot see that as they dreamily stare into space above them, they're blind to the fact that they're about to trip over a homeless person laying on the street. I understand that it's human to dream of overcoming nearly impossible tasks and to accomplish extraordinary feats, but we're investing time into bizarre and, quite frankly, off-the-wall solutions to modern problems. It's as if the Earth has deteriorated to such a point that we're just giving up and moving somewhere else. Perhaps this is valid. We've destroyed a lot of the world. The current sixth mass extinction, unlike the others, has not been triggered by God, but by man. Though it's ignorant to act as if it's not normal for outrageous events to occur as they have throughout history, we are approaching a point when we can't fix the environmental catastrophe we've created. The Earth continues to bear our lashes. Species are going extinct, forests are dying, waste is piling, pollution is making land uninhabitable, and yet we continue to pursue, with determination, more conveniences for ourselves. We've effectively shot ourselves in the foot by building a house on a foundation of sand, which will inevitably erode away. These are only a few of the pertinent issues which confront our generation. We have to put aside our individual interests and present solutions soon, or else, inevitably, complete disaster will force our hands, only too late. Our generation must work together to prevent such disaster. But the modern world doesn't only confront our generation with environmental problems. Numerous problems have to deal with our troubled society. Though we dream of reaching for the stars, the reality for most of us will be day-to-day drudgery, merely the modernization of 19th century wage slavery. The only difference between then and now is that state and corporate powers are attempting to make us content with our conditions. Modern technology has simultaneously increased and reduced human suffering. We labor less physically and survive disease more often, but we are extremely obese, anxious, depressed, and hopeless. To combat this, we often employ escapism, which runs rampant in current times to help us deal with our problems. American culture encourages meaningless entertainment, excessive consumerism, and alcohol consumption to numb our brains and allow us to forget about tomorrow. Even separate from illegal drug use, addiction is scarily prevalent in our nation, whether it's to media, smartphones, caffeine, food, or alcohol. Escapism is sometimes necessary to combat the cruelty life presents us with, but my advice to you all is not to escape through means detrimental to yourself. Find coping mechanisms early which allow you to deal with the immense stress life provides and which continually better you and stabilize you as a person for the long term. Have an open mind, but stay secure in spirit, and make this world significantly better. Be a generation like no other. As we're being thrown into this extremely complex and troublesome world, we as new adults must come to accept reality. The reality is that life is unfair and inherently tied to tragedy, struggle, and death. Unfortunately, many of us have already experienced these circumstances. But for all of us, the shields of second chances and close guidance are being lifted and replaced by harsh consequences and accountability. Let us exit this shelter and enter into life, which is filled with an uncontrollable climate, untamable winds. The winds will change unpredictably, so we have to prepare for those bitter, cold winds which numb our faces, not those warm breezes which gently caress our backs. Both winds are possible, but inevitably, the cold winds will blow, and these winds, not those warm, will catch us off guard. Keep your steps strong, and you will persevere through the cold. Face into the gale, walk forward, and prove that you are human. I'd like to add that a few people disapproved of my speech, but I believe that to best fix this world, we should remove our rose-tinted glasses and view the world as it is. This is not pessimism, but realism, which again will help us better the world in which we live, and only then open up possibilities of idealism. Thank you.
Got a medal? It won't fit on your hat, so there you go. Then you take it off. Yep, go ahead. So next up, I'm very proud to present Goshen High School's salutatorian, Carly Cooper. She is the daughter of Monica and Greg Cooper. Carly will be attending Ohio University and pursuing a degree in social studies education. Carly will now present her salutatorian address to the class of 2022.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, GHS staff, parents, friends, and my fellow class of 2022 graduates. Walking through the halls of Marcook Elementary as 7-year-olds, we didn't realize truly how fast high school graduation would come. I'm sure our parents can recall our grins and aspirations to become firefighters, fashion designers, doctors, and superheroes when asked at our kindergarten graduation. Before we knew it, our paper grad hats with our red handprints on the top have turned into the red ones we each are wearing today, our tassels going from a badly colored and yellow to an elegant red and gray. As we physically grew, we also grew mentally, emotionally, intellectually. We faced challenges, as all children endure, such as surviving Dr. Pritt's homework checks in 7th grade, and sitting through Mr. Dietrich's Love Doctor spiel in 8th. Coming into high school, we were all excited about moving one step closer to adulthood, as the final 4-year stretch lied ahead. And it was hard, but we fought through, and I'm proud of us all. I am also proud of myself. If you would have told me 4 years ago that I would be standing in front of a large audience giving a speech, I think I would have laughed at you. In middle school, I used to break down at even the thought of presenting to a class, no matter how thorough my project was or how much content I knew. There was no way I'd ever feel comfortable doing anything like this. I lacked confidence in everything I did. I did not feel smart, let alone believed in myself to accomplish long-term goals. As I entered high school, I felt defeated. I was excited at the prospect of new beginnings and opportunities, but I was stuck with these feelings of a lack of purpose. I did not feel like my life was worth living. So I stuck my nose in a book. If I could not think of a purpose, then maybe I could read about one in a history lesson or a science lab. As a freshman, being the top of my class was not a priority. I was just searching for a distraction from myself. Soon, though, the interims and report cards came rolling in, and I discovered that I could feel a purpose when I saw the A and an excellent student on progress book. I decided after my first semester of freshman year I wanted to be at the top, and I was willing to make sacrifices to get there. I set my sights on such a long-term goal that I kind of forgot what I'd do after I achieved that goal. When Mr. Moeller told me I was salutatorian in January, there was about 3 minutes of excitement in which I called my mom. But after the happiness soaked in, my brain began to ask the question of, now what? You've spent the past 3 years fighting for this spot, and now you've got it. So now what? It's scary when that goal suddenly disappears, especially when academics had been my purpose these past years of high school. Thankfully, this time, as I enter a new chapter in my life, I am no longer worried about my purpose, because those around me have helped me discover who I am and what I'm meant to be doing. A couple of thank yous are in order for that. To Miss Gadio and Miss Rammel, thank you for inspiring me to pursue a career in which I get to talk about the topic I love most all day, history. To my grandma, thank you for spending hours with me at my tennis matches, helping me study for all of my AP exams, and quizzing me on trivia to help me prepare for academic quiz team. I appreciate you. To my tennis team and academic quiz team, thanks to everyone for creating such a positive and competitive environment that caused us to win a lot of matches. And lastly, to all other GHS staff who helped me throughout my years here, I will never forget you. As we all move on to university, the workforce, or the military, I encourage you all to do one thing. Take time out of your day to get to know who you are as a person. Figure out what you like and do things on your own terms. This is the time in our lives in which we develop into who we will be in the future, so it is imperative to take time for yourself and discover who you are. I'd like to end with my favorite song lyrics. Arise and walk on through, it's calling out for you. Arise and walk on through, a world beyond that door is calling out for you. Thank you for your time.
So it is my great pleasure to introduce 6 talented senior students. Please welcome Sydney Chandler, Zachary Goldick, Danica Cole-Morgan, Adeline Middick, Donovan Reifenberger, and Deja Trent as they present their grand performance at tonight's graduation celebration. It's an oldie and a goodie, September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. You're welcome for that. You're going to have that tune stuck in your head all evening, and it's a good one to have. They did such an amazing job. Next up, I would like to welcome Board President John Benteen to the podium to address the class of 2022. You're all up there. You got it.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to congratulate each one of you, the members of the class of 2022, for a job well done as you reach this important milestone in your life. Graduating from high school is the closing of one door and the opening of another. You will always have memories of your days at Goshen, and we hope you remember them fondly. Don't forget to thank your family, friends, and your teachers that helped you along your educational journey. I'm sure many of you felt like this day would never come, and probably just as many of you felt like it came out of nowhere. All of you are soon to enter the world as high school graduates. You should be excited and even a little nervous. Being an adult means a lot of freedom, but with freedom comes responsibility. Learn how to balance the two, and you will build a successful life. We want you to succeed, and we need you to succeed. The possibilities are endless as to where life may take you. You have choices, so choose wisely. Be open to opportunities, and you are sure to find them. Keep an open mind, be kind, and give others the benefit of the doubt. But also remember to take care of yourself. Don't let other people decide what mood you're going to be in. Work hard and be a positive role model for those around you. Over the years, you have learned many things, experienced great successes, and forged some lifelong friendships. You have also faced disappointments, heartbreak, and loss. The good and the bad have helped shape who you are today. Take what you have learned from the past and use it to shape a successful future for yourself. Help others when you can, just as others have helped you along the way. Look for the positive and stay true to your word. Also, remember to stay true to yourself and be honest with those around you. Do what you know is right, even when you think no one is watching. Your parents and teachers have instilled in you good values and have nurtured you to young adults you are today. You are all bursting with potential. What you do from that potential is up to you. Now I encourage you to make the most of your abilities. Remember where you came from and what matters most to you. Value people over money, relationships over material things, and remember, once a warrior, always a warrior. Thank you.
All right, guys, this is one last Mama Walks lecture to you. Not really a lecture. But as I began to prepare for standing here tonight and addressing all of you for the very last time, I continued to circle back to the notion of what it means to be a warrior. To many, the word warrior holds several meanings. Words such as courageous, strong, and leadership are often attributed with it. A warrior is a person who, beyond all obstacles, still is successful in the end. That's true. Look at you right now. During my time as principal at Goshen High School, I quickly discovered that we pride ourselves on taking care of others, growing as community members, while pushing ourselves to perform at continuously higher levels. Sense of community is extremely important and valued here. It takes all of us working together and caring about each other to be successful here. Real warriors are strong for the sake of those who are not, and speak and advocate for those unable to do so for themselves. And that's one of the things that I love so much about all of you. You live that every single day. Real warriors are noble and loyal, especially to one another, and seek not only their own glory and victories, but truly want to experience those successes together as a family. Again, we're a warrior family. Yes, the class of 2022 has had more than their fair share of obstacles during your time at Goshen. Our warriors were courageous. You guys were strong, and you displayed true leadership qualities in facing all of those challenges. I am extremely proud of the young men and women within this class, and I know that I can honestly say that you have touched and taught all of us, our staff and our community, so much in the short time that we have spent together, and we are all forever changed because of you. I do leave you with this final thought. This is your moment to shine. Your dreams are within reach, and the possibilities are endless. You've got the rest of your life in front of you right now. Now is the time, much like Ms. Cooper over there said, for you to become the person that you've always dreamt of being, and you need to find purpose and joy in your life. This is your world. You matter. Don't ever forget that. Go do big things, guys. Don't ever, ever forget your way back home, because we're all here for you. And we believe in you. And last but not least, my amazing warriors, you know I'm going to say it, you need to take care of each other. Congratulations, class of 2022. I wish you all the very best in life. Alrighty, now enough of the mushy stuff, and let's get to why we are all here. This, my dears, is where things start to get exciting. Mr. Edwards and the board members, as principal of Goshen High School, I hereby certify that each graduate sitting before you has met all of the requirements of the state of Ohio in the Goshen Board of Education, and as such, are eligible to receive their diplomas. Members of the class of 2022, congratulations and best wishes as you start the next chapter of your life. Would the first row stand and move into place? I ask that our board members take their places at this time. Students, you may now move forward to accept your diplomas.
Connor Lee Helenthal.
Yeah, Connor! That's my brother!
Mark Thomas Mason. Carly Sierra Cooper. Olivia Grace Day. Delaney Joy Geary. Kylie Sierra Beller. Cordelia Ann Hanna. Peyton Lee Noshel. Nikki Lee Dashley. Julia May Mathewson. Hayden Earl Woods. Danica Renee Colmorgan. Megan Renee Hoffroggy. Joshua Michael Belknap. Adeline Taylor Middick. Lily Frances Reimer. Taylor Susan Adamson. McKenna Elizabeth Hill. Nathan Alexander Irwin. Jessica Lorene Bailey. Faith Leanne Bolton. Isabella Rose Burdick. Adit Castillo Perez. Lauren Rose Council. Casey Maylene Gadberry. Madison Marie Hornsby. Cadence Elise King. Austin Dwayne Lewis. Logan Ramsey Lovins. Olivia Ruth McLean.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Alexis Brianna McQuitty. Jorge de Jesus Rué de Leon Castillo. Rachel Nicole Stefanski. Preston Samuel Steele. Hunter Alexander Stroud. Michaela Nicole Warren. Kelsey Nicole Wanker. Garrett Logan Whitaker. Jalen Michelle White. Lorelei Faith Williams. Ryan Alex Abling. Jerica Shane Alcorn. Trenton Brooks Amos. Alec Gabriel Amundsen. Jacob Noel Anderson. Samuel Joseph Angel. Jenilyn Grace Helen Arnold. Alyssa Lorraine Arp. Ace Kenneth Atwood. Corey Dylan Baird. Larissa Gina Lee Baucom. Stephen Daniel Beckstead. Audrey Ruth Bilby. Evan Matthew Blattner. Ryan Elizabeth Banks Boone. Thomas Randall Chung Bradley. Bryce Carson Brewer. Broderick Conrad Britton. Avion Reed Brown. Kristen Ray Brown. Lux Elizabeth Brown. Kayla Joy Bruce. Nolan Franklin Buchanan. Natalie Jean Bumbarder. Brooklyn Elizabeth Bush. Riley Jaylyn Bush. Caden Matthew Caldwell. Anthony Christopher Carlo. Ariana Lynn Carpenter. Victoria Elizabeth May Kate. Sydney Tegan Gamble Chandler. Sydney Louise Clift. Nikita Nicole Combs. Miranda Marie Connor. Jaden Elizabeth Corey. Avery Claire Cranston. Dylan Alexander Crockett. Kyle Dylan Crothers. Morgan Renee Croucher. Josie Lynn Daniel. Cole Michael Davenport. Alan Joseph Davis. Michael Joseph Deffinger. Kyle Wayne Deich. Layla Nicole Denham. Alexander Scott Dick. Caleb Cole Raymond Douglas. Michael Lee Jefferson Douglas. Dakota Wayne Duttlinger. Eric Wayne Eifert. Isabella Maria Estep. Logan Christopher Evans. Nicholas Kyle Eversole. Haley Marie Fahey. Eliza Jade Falk. Amber Nicole Farsing. Emily Elizabeth Field. Alexandra Elizabeth Lee Fields. Jason Douglas Foreman. Tristan Ashley Foster. Jarrett Sean Fox. Robert Garrett Foltz. Adam Burke Furnish. Christina Marie Gerhart. Caden McConney Gibson Hartness. Zachary David Goldick. Lillian Renee Graves. Cody Dennis Grubb. Cameron Logan Grundy. Zoe Elizabeth K. Gully. David Keegan Hacker. Logan Patrick Hoifley. Olivia Grace Hoifley. Hunter Cole Haley. Clarice Victoria Hamblin. Jocelyn Shay Ann Harris. Mariah Desiree Hayes. Michael Paul Helton. Nathan William Haney. Natalie Bell Hickox. Harley Michaela Hill. Nicole Page Hufker. Katrina Leanne Hopper. Parker Dennis Hoare. Gabrielle Michelle Howe. Evan Taylor Hughes. Dalton William Huxell. Victor William Inlow. Cheyenne Elizabeth Jarvis. Dearica Lynn Johnson. Dylan Sean Johnson. Javis Lamont Bell Johnson. Jasmine Gabrielle Justice. Michaela Marie Kelly. Daniel Paul Kilgore. Haley Marie Kilgore. Penny Elaine King. Anthony Chance Legeman. Isaac Daniel Laney. Jacob Matthew Lawson. Hunter Llewellyn. Kylie Ann London. Blake Elliott Luthi. Zachary Robert Binky Malin. Caden Jace Martin. Noah Gage Martin. Terry Stephen Martin. Cody Allen Mason. Sarah Ann Matthews. Chase Matthew Maxwell. Kennedy Faye Maynard. Cade Alexander McCullough. Robert Mason Miracle. Andrew Anthony Morris. Amy Marie Myers. Tanner Joseph Newberry. Tracker Joseph Newberry. Bradford Angus O'Donnell. Quentin Avery Perrin. Corey Wayne Patterson. Devin Lewis Pitts. Luke Cole Previtt. Joseph Edward Price. Nathaniel James Rectine. William Everett Michael Redmond. Tyler James Reed. Donovan James Reifenberger. Angel Lupe Reyes. Anthony Louise Reyes. Hope Mary Richards. Emma Elizabeth Riddle. Jacqueline Marie Reedy. Shelby Lynn Riley. Alexandra Paige Rupp. Billy Ann Nicole Russell. Charles James Shadler. Clayton Joseph Schmidt. Olivia Hart Von Schmidt. Ariana Eliza Schrand. Madison Renee Nicole Seeley. Tegan Ray Sells. Zachary Allen Sargent. Jose Francisco Serrano Morales. Jeremy Allen Sheldon. Ethan Everett Shumard. Riley Alexander Shumard. Brielle Rosa Shores. Abigail Rose Sluter. Christina James Smith. David Joe Smith. Michaela Lynn Smith. Michaela K. Love Smith. Willow Rain Smoke. Elise Rose Sparlin. Tommy Simpkins. Shanjay Janice Faith Spencer. Jashawn William Stallworth. Caitlin Renee Steele. Bethany Tegan Stegmaller. Piper Margaret Stevenson. Abigail Mackenzie Strunk. Rebecca Lynn Schweitzer. Haley Jade Taylor. Dylan Christopher Teepin. Brianna Janeda Nicole Thomas. Mia Grace Thomas. Cameron Allen Thompson. Deja K. Trent. Anna Lucia Tudor. Visha Marie Omer. Jaden Ray Vergona. Braden Lee Wadsworth. Madison Riley Walker. Matthew David Walters. Cameron J-Ron Waters. Corey Clifford Watkins. Carice Janae Watson. Piper Joy Lee Webb. Gina Lynn Welch. Christian Kellen Wells. Sky Dawn West. Emily Nicole Wheeler. Keaton Evelyn Lee Williams. Nathan Matthew Wilson. Thomas Michael Wilson. Russell Wolfgang Woosty. Michaela Lynn Regglesworth. Roy Caden Wright. Desiree Lachey Yan.
Our next musical presentation this evening is The Lord Bless You and Keep You, written by Peter C. Lutkin and performed by the Goshen High School Chamber Choir. All righty, to end tonight's ceremony, I would like to welcome our senior class president, Connor Helenthal. Connor is the son of Chris and Leanne Helenthal and Brett and Lori Geary. Connor will be attending Marshall University and pursuing a degree in education. Have fun. That's good.
Hello. So good evening, graduates, parents, administrators, and teachers. I would like to thank the following people. Woo. First off, I would like to thank our class sponsors, Mrs. Settlemeyer and Ms. Hill. Never really won a float or hallway decorating, but we sure tried. It's all right. Can't really say we'll get them next year, but we appreciate all the time, effort, money, and patience in supporting us for the last 4 years. Class of 2022, please put your hands together for the best class advisors ever. Secondly, I would now like to ask the graduates to take out your phones, turn on your flashlights, and find those people in the stands that made this all happen for you. No, actually, alrighty. Sorry, I can't find my pocket now. Third, I would like to thank our school administrators, Mr. Darrell Edwards and the Board of Education, Mrs. Walker, and Mrs. Isaacs. Thank you for your continued support throughout the years. I would finally like to thank all of the GHS staff members, whether it was Judy back in that kitchen, or Mrs. Lynch or Mrs. Lutz, sorry about that, jeez, Pete, and the attendants. And sorry for being late, I apologize. And thank you to Mr. Russell for helping us find that board stretcher. It took a long while to find it, but we got it. We would not be here without any one of you. I would like to have an applause for all of you. Fellow classmates, here we are. Can you believe it? As I sat down to write this speech, I pondered back on my years at Goshen. I want to say thank you to my classmates for making me feel like I grew up here in Goshen. You have helped me become the man I am today. I use man lightly. I'm still getting there. I am forever grateful for each and every one of you. It was a scary situation for me to move schools into the 5th grade, despite the fact that I was bigger than all the teachers and coaches and I could take all of you. And the first few days were definitely stressful. But in true Goshen form, you welcomed me with open arms and made me feel like a true warrior. That is a true testament to our hometown and our school community. Class of 2022 has been a resistant group. We went through COVID, and we helped and supported families in our class that needed us in our darkest days. You all helped us become closer, like a true family. Thank you. All righty, here we go. As we conclude this evening's ceremonies, I would like to ask the class of 2022 to please rise. I'm on. I would like to invite the class of 2022 to move their tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the graduated class of 2022. You want to go? You got it. Teachers, please take your positions to form the final graduation procession.
Good job.
Thank you.
That wasn't so bad. That was good.
I'm glad.
That was good.